Yo, good evening, everybody. What is up? Hello. Hello, Drill High. Silver Mike, Baconcopter, Marwall. Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. I missed you all dearly yesterday, as you well know. Are we to warm up? Yes, you are safe, Marwall. I'm just going to be rambling for 5 to 10 minutes here. So, yes, please, grab yourself some refreshment. You left Slow Beef this... My God, I'm honored. Slow Beef is a legend. So I take that as the highest praise, my friend. It's nerds just smooch the bubster. And yes, Kiwami means extreme. The only translation you need. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing quite good. Quite good. We were supposed to be done showing the house today. Did you have house viewers during... We were supposed to be done showing the house yesterday, but our agent scheduled one for this afternoon at 1 o'clock. And told us after it was scheduled, so... After he scheduled it. So we had a couple hours warning for that. Fortunately, we didn't just immediately, like, unpack the house, open the closets, release the deluge of toys and clothes and stuff that's just crammed into the orifices of this house. So yeah, that's cool. We've already gotten a couple offers. I'm rather pleased with them. My wife is certainly hoping for more, but came back and only heard crammed into orifices. That's why people come here, friend. Orifices and the crammings thereof. Ve victis indeed. I don't know what Ve victis means. Yeah, it's pretty promising. It's pretty promising. I think it'll be good. I was back to work today. My wife was back to work today. My kids were off. We just, you know. I'm sure as stressful as the last couple of days have been for me and my wife, they've also been pretty stressful for my kids, even though we've just been taking them to parks and stuff. I'm sure being out of the house so much and eating out a lot and all this stuff has been stressful. And we just let them watch TV and play video games today, so. Where are you moving to? Oh, just the area. We live in a townhouse right now. We wanna move into like a solo single family house. Just a bigger place, more room, an actual yard to do stuff in. Because the kids are getting bigger, we're accumulating more stuff, and we want a place that we're satisfied to live in until the girls move out. Start getting kind of wistful thinking about that. Imagining that particular future. I can't believe you missed the second Omen stream. Thought you did Sundays for something. Dang. Yeah. Well, it wasn't like I actually ended a little bit early because I was so exhausted from all the showings and stuff. So, but yeah, we accomplished some things. We exploded some people. We imploded some other people. We got a new weapon. Bill went out shipping containers. What could go wrong? Indeed. And just after I watched the most recent Falcon and Winter Soldier too. Yep, that'd be great. Are you at or past Vorador's mansion? I think Vorador's mansion is. Wait, Vorador. I don't think. Yeah, we're not there yet. Thank you, Smokey. Yeah, we did. Saturday night, we faced off against Malik. And then we found the Oracle. And I think we left off on our way to somewhere else. So, before the door, yeah. Other than that, I've actually been burning my phone out playing that new free Star Trek. I'm so used to saying Star Wars. Saying Star Trek actually takes some effort to put forth. But yes, there is a Star Trek Hero Collector game on Apple Arcade, and because it's on Apple Arcade, it's completely free. You cannot wail on it. There's no way to spend money on it, and it's been pretty fun. Did you unlock the Warp 10 sex lizards yet? No. But for the number of characters that are in it, you tend to unlock them pretty fast. Like I've been playing the last 2 or 3 days, I've got 20 out of the 60 characters are in it right now, so. But it's fun. I need to get some of the better characters leveled up so I can actually use them in my team. I'm still using the starter team, which is, it's a really good team, to be honest. It's very effective, but I want to move towards the more premium characters. Excuse me, got any just for now? What's up, Naren? Warp 10 sex lizard. If I see a Warp 10 sex lizard in Discord, I'll know exactly who it is. So, what's up, Toast? Good evening. Yeah, I should probably go ahead and mention now, just because in case you guys are running out of things to pick on me about, I've actually started watching Star Trek again. I watched Star Trek when I was a kid because my parents are both pretty big science fiction people. What's up, Justin Brett? So we watched The Next Generation, and I watched a lot of Voyager when I was in middle and high school. I never really watched Deep Space Nine, and all the old Trek is free on Amazon Prime, so I've started watching Deep Space Nine, and I really like it. Library Man! You made it! Oh my god, I was gonna send somebody to page you. Finally, we're playing something that I think you'll be into. I know. I think my parents weren't really into Deep Space Nine so much. I think they weren't quite so interested in, like, the longer form, like, serialized Trek. I think they were more into, like, Next Generation Voyager style Trek. But now that I am older and wiser, I am very much appreciating Deep Space Nine. Remind me who's in Deep Space Nine again? Cisco, Kira, Dax, Odo, Bashir, O'Brien. O'Brien made the jump from the Enterprise. DS9's best Trek. I hated DS9 before I could binge it. Now I loved it. That might have been part of it too, because it takes a while to get going. Although, honestly, like, I've just watched like the first 6 or 7 episodes. There's some really good episodes in there, like surprisingly good. Cisco, I just watched that one today, the one where he punches Q, and Q's like, Picard never punched me. The end is something. I've heard the end is something. But I've heard it's also really good up to that point, so. Also, hi, Nemrin. I almost saw you slide past. But don't worry, I got you. I kind of like the more optimistic utopian Trek. I've heard a lot of people say that. I've heard a lot of people say that they prefer just like the idealized vision of the future. But I am one for the darker, more nuanced storytelling, I think. Picard is like 16 or shit. Legit once thought Galaxy Quest was a DS9 episode when I was real young. I feel DS9 was necessary to add some depth to the setting. Yeah, I mean it's not like Next Generation went away or anything. So. I'll honestly probably go back and watch Next Generation after I finish DS9 because I'm really enjoying this so far. And once I get on a gacha game, I tend to get super into the setting and just want to consume everything. Why not make a Trek fan real mad? Either say Discovery is decent or good, or say Kobayashi Maru is my favorite character. In the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Discord I'm on, they were actually talking about Discovery today and how I guess it turned really disappointing. Gotcha while watching the same IP seems hella dangerous. I can't do that though. The Star Trek one actually requires some focus because it has a really crappy auto. So I actually have to play it when I'm playing it. I was going to do that today. After I finished work. I was going to play Star Trek Legends while watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I couldn't do it. Because I wanted to play the game and I also really wanted to focus on the episode. So I stopped and I watched the episode, and then later when I was just messing around, I was playing. Best Star Trek characters, Han Solo. What's up, Manic? Alright, I have definitely done enough rambling. I think we need to get into this game. I think this is a controller game, because it's also on Switch, so. Laptop stopped working last week, mostly watching your TV. Twoku has no chat. All that is to say, I probably won't chat much until you're new. Okay. I'm just glad you're here, buddy, and I'm glad that we're playing something that hopefully will appeal. We've been doing a lot of retro stuff. We will be doing a lot more retro stuff in the future. But I also want to do more of games like this, too. I want a nice, even balance between the two, so. Glad you're back, bud. Why don't they just run their warp drives in midi cloak? Manic, you're making me all itchy. God, it's so gross. You have a talent for that, Manic. All right. Also, I turned on subtitles. I at least had the foresight this time to turn on. Oh my God, there's little teeny people down in the corner. Little teeny people.
Stories don't have tidy beginnings. The past is always present.
I hope that's loud enough for you. Plenty loud enough for me. Oh, fuck, it's this British accent.
There has to be a spark. Something that brings the past to light.
I'm really excited about this one, too. Please climb carefully. You worry too much. Are we a ghost? I mean... what am I going to do? Picard was clearly in Hufflepuff. I also think we're the person. What am I gonna do? Fall? Take a moment to rest before you walk, mistress, please. So I can move around a little bit, but not very much. We could be a hologram. Well, we're definitely the lady now. We're definitely the lady. You're actually doing Alucard's backdash at all times. I don't understand. None of us understand yet. In theory, this will be explained. A bricked up opening. There is something here. To keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? There's something written here. Ancient script. This must have been cut in when the mortar was still wet. But I think I can read it. Okay, I can't read that. Throw hands at brick wall. Oh, it's a title! Okay. Alright, I can read it now. Yeah, Amisi apparently means Heaven's Vault. Drink your Ovaltine. The University of Eox some weeks earlier. Ah. He flashed forward. Back. Abandon hope. All ye. Blue is the imposter. Buy more milk. For a
My
good
story
time.
begins on Iox. That was where I met the robot.
Robot. Iox seems nice. Very square. Mistress Aaliyah? Mistress Aaliyah Alastra. Alastra, okay. I have been waiting for you. I have been asked to escort you, Professor Miari, which is very anxious for your arrival. Wait, what? Interesting, okay. I wonder if they're going to tutorialize this. This is quite the timeline we have. Stretching back over 10,000 years. Cool. The ancient time, the ancient empire, the Holy Empire. The crown of Eox was forged. Professor Miara was back then. Welcome to now. Hopefully I'm not getting thrown out of the university. Oh god. My life. Should I even be looking at this yet? Why the hell not? If you're gonna go back to the dinosaurs. My birth. I don't know the true date. The Grey Ladies gave me a day different from the other children in the orphanage. Elbereth. Meeting Oroi. Oroi and I became friends sneaking around the hall. She stole screwdrivers and I stole books. Grey Ladies Orphanage. The Grey Ladies raised me and found me work from the moment I could walk. I met Timor. I would later work for Timor in his bar, washing up and fetching supplies. Miari visits the orphanage in Elbereth. What brought her there, I've never understood. My first kiss. We never thought we would leave the orphanage. Adulthood seems impossibly far away. Seemed. Oh, so that's the location, Elbereth. Miari takes me to Eox. It was on Eox that my tuition began in earnest. I worked for Timor. Timor always had another job for me, another reason for me to stay around. Back on Elbereth. Interesting. I joined the university. I began to study formally in the same group as Fahang. I met Tapi. Oroi introduced me to him. He helped her to get started after I left Elbereth, providing her with tools and simple projects. Finding the Nightingale. The ship was resting half repaired in an abandoned hall in Elbereth. For the longest time, I didn't tell Miari I had her. Oroi helped to launch the Nightingale. I would have never got it up into the rivers without Oroi's advice, but she didn't want to come with me, of course. I got my third robot, but there were definitely problems with this one. Which brings us to here. Professor Miari wants me back on Eox. Hopefully I'm not getting thrown out of the university. There's a marker for I slept with my roommate. I do. Whoever Professor Miari wants to tell me is so urgent, she sent a robot to stop me from getting lost. Okay. We will explore the rest of this another time. Am I in trouble? We don't like that notion. I'm in trouble, aren't I? She did not say. But I imagine she is simply being welcoming. This way. Did she say what she wanted? Yes. Are you going to tell me? She said she wanted you. And how are things on Eox? Eox does not change, mistress, or so I am assured. It is the single point of stability within the whirling nebula above. You never heard of the Fall, then? Fall, you say? I have. But I understand it to have been in the past. Oh, we got a new note, the Fall of Eox. You have a name, robot? Is that intended to be a joke, mistress? This way. You should know that the professor's urgency was remarkable. Look at her. She looks like a tiger in a cage. A most curious analogy, mistress. You understand I will be required to report it. Oh, I can choose to reply. Required to? Of course. Professor Miari is my primary user, mistress. Nevertheless, I will try to sugarcoat your opinion. Great. Good to know you've got my back. Shall we proceed? Oh, so now... Okay, so now... This is interesting. Why is Miari's room so far from everything? I imagine she enjoys her view of the tree, mistress. I'm sure it is most pleasing to her.
I was 15 when Miari rescued me from the slums of Elbereth and brought me here. I'd never seen such luxury or such kindness.
Fall Guys or Fallout Boy. Neither. That really weird short puzzle game that had even a weird and disappointing sequel. The after image thing is weird. Mainly I want to know why we're a ghost. Oh, we do have camera control. Wow, this is interesting.
I still don't know why she did it.
Professor Miari? Aaliyah, there you are. Come in. I came as soon as you got your message. Seems a bad idea to have your robot slave constantly bow to you like this. You don't need to flatter me, Aaliyah. Nonetheless, I'm glad you came. I know your work is important to you. My work is important to everyone. Professor. Well, today it's important to me. You're our expert on history. Tell me what you make of this. I don't know. It's a brooch. It's a brooch. It's definitely a brooch. Yes, Aaliyah. But I didn't summon you halfway across the nebula to tell me that. Certainly old. Empire period. The device is the eagle and sun. One of the scholars sent this brooch to me. I have no fucking clue how to pronounce it. Did you know him? Hang on. Fashioning of eagle-shaped brooch. From the eagle and sun design is clear an empire period piece. So this would have been about almost 500 years ago. This is really cool, actually. I mean, it makes sense. If we're a historian, if we're an archaeologist, it's definitely going to help to have things placed on a timeline for us. Find it funny the main character, an orphan that grew up in a shitty slum outcast life situation, is an Oliver Twist accent. It's Heaven's Vault, the sequel to Heaven's Gate. I didn't think Heaven's Gate would get a, Did? Look at the detail. I see them, ancient markings. I know they're a hobby of yours, Aaliyah. But can you read them? Can I read them? Eagle wing brooch. I've never seen either of these groupings before. But the two words have some common elements. So they must have related meaning. Wait, wouldn't it make more sense to be like holy? I see. I see. I see. Oh, this is kind of beloved? To guess. Friend beloved? But I'm only guessing. Professor, this friend of yours. If he's in love with you, I'm not sure how I can help. My friend Aaliyah has disappeared. He told me he was going to a moon called Mercy. I can't go hunting the nebula for missing people, Aaliyah, but you can't. This is a big ask. That's what you do, isn't it? Find things? You tried contacting him? I can't. Wherever he is, he's on his own. Not everyone was required to travel with a robot. Alright, well, I guess we can do this. Hey, House, you're here. You made it. I can sail to Mercy for you. Come back when you found him, Aaliyah. Just glad it isn't a fucking English substitution cipher. And Aaliyah, you're taking that robot with you. Thank you, Professor. I long to see the nebula. Do I get extra credit? Oh, and before you go, you should look in on Huang. He was eager to see you. Eager why? Aaliyah, really? I couldn't possibly imagine. I know he's rather beneath you. Could at least say good faith to him. For the benefit of our little community. Bear that in mind. Cold as the rivers themselves. Well suited to the stars. He's down there, by the tree. You must have walked straight past him on your way in. Good hunting, my dear. Tree of knowledge, you say? The tree of knowledge, or so they call it. Each branch grows more branches. That's how trees work. Okay, so we have inscription. And that's what happens if I hit translate. Oh, wait. I stopped it before it actually got where it was going. Okay, so I can revisit this translation if I want. Which is good. Hang on, wait. Here we go. Okay, so this must be the Nebula. Professor Miyari wants me to sail to Mercy. I don't suppose I have much choice. Elbereth is my home. It's where I moor up when I want to sleep well. But not today. Mercy is a tiny rural moon. It's where Janiki told... That name is fucking me up. Where Jay told Professor Miyari he was going right before he disappeared. But why would he be visiting a rice farm? I could go there next. Renaki is a market moon far outside the reach of Eox. I've never been there. Tacoma devs have a new game coming? Open Roads. I think how this is going to work is we'll find something at some point to use as a basis, but until then it's guesswork. Basically doing mastermind with the words. Makes sense. Makes sense. Till you finally reach the sun, wherever that is. Remark. I went outside the university grounds once, exploring. It's a very beautiful moon. You can tell it was once lush, fertile. It must have been a huge forest, lakes, rivers. They're all but dry now. Can I just say, Mistress Aaliyah, it's wonderful to be accompanying you. Oh, yes. And why is that? I find humans fascinating. You are very different to most here. I've only recently been activated. Calling you 6. 6, Mistress? I shall remember that. I wonder if this is her 6th robot. Yeah, I don't think I got the translation on this brooch quite right. The shape indicates it's an empire piece, so I'd expect the inscription to reflect that. Let's look over this one again. Holy Emperor, perhaps? Holy Emperor, then? I think that's at least closer to it. What do you think of the sculpture? Has a pleasing balance to it. I hate it. Worth the time it took to make? Do you think? When there are people in Elbereth who don't eat, are your own exploits worth the time they take, Mistress? Should we not be making history rather than reviewing it? Ooh, I like 6. Why does the robot have a projected face? I don't know. It's an interesting design. Makes me think it was originally very utilitarian in design, and then the hands and face might have been added to make it make people feel more comfortable. Yeah, exactly. More relatable. All right. Oh, yeah. I didn't know you were back. This looks like Cyril from Archer. How are you, Hang? Well enough, well enough. I've been reading all day. I just came outside to rest my eyes, and there you were. What were you reading? Let's be friendly. Yeah, I need to pay attention to the bottom of the screen. The annals again. Do you know, Mazwai claims the Holy Empire was founded by 3 wolves racing to heaven. Each one tore the throat of the other as the 3 fell to earth. Is that relevant to anything? It's only a story. But then stories change how we think. People choose how they think. But you would say that. You were brought up in Elbereth. I'll walk you to the dock. Tell me, what do you make of this brooch? That's a nice piece. I've not seen anything quite like it. There's something written on the back. In ancient scripts, let's see. First word is one I've seen before. The descriptive form of the word for God. All right. That was what I thought too. Confirmed. Symbology is classic Holy Empire, of course, the eagle and sun. Older, more ancient versions have more naturalistic birds. Oh, and it seemed heavy to me. Heavy brooches hold up heavy cloth. Light brooches hold up light cloth. That must have belonged to someone important. Can you read ancient? Of course not. I'm not controlling this, by the way. Not yet, anyway. But it'll be my life's work. You'll see. Well, Leah, before you go, I found a line of ancient in the Annals of Mazwai I thought you might like. If you have time, that is. Always. Here, see what you think. God Emperor, Holy Beloved, as in this is the universe's version of wedding. Second word doesn't look like anything I've seen before. Okay. Oh, this is a neat. This is a neat interface for this. Next glyphs are a little like my word for holy. A little bit. It shares one of the symbols. This is totally new. Holy. That coat hanger looking thing appears to be a pretty common symbol. Buried or banished? Empress. Interesting. I mean, from the options, Empress, banished, rebels makes the most sense. Unless there's some kind of connection between the divine and robots. I actually want to try that. I want to see how that flows. Empress banished robots. Does Empress banished robots make sense? It's quite a monster, isn't it? I thought there weren't any robots in the Empire. This suggests otherwise. Well, the annals won't read themselves. Good faith to you. Shall we proceed to your ship now? Have you sailed before 6? I have no idea, mistress. But I am keen to find out. So we left the hallowed walls of the university. Okay. So I think... Okay. Just like that, a shitpost changed the understanding of history. So this game in particular, I want to avoid backseating. I don't necessarily want to stop y'all from making guesses, so I think when I'm working on stuff like that, I'm probably just not going to look at chat. And y'all can carry on as you are. But I do want to try and figure those out myself and make my own suppositions. The translated drink your Ovaltine. I think that joke's gonna come up a lot too. Question as to what degree this makes sense. We don't even know the grammatical structure either. We made a sentence that makes sense in English, but I have no idea if ancient script actually makes that kind. I don't know if ancient script requires subjects and verbs. Like we're gonna have to find out. But it was an interesting leap of logic there. I knew this ring meant something. It says Goatsy. I figure I keep my mouth shut for the most part. I'm very familiar with this game. I mean, yeah, if you guys really want to talk about it and chat, feel free, but I'm going to, if you are going to talk about like potential solutions, I'm totally going to ignore chat when I'm working on those. Again, only shitpost is my American duty. I'll subscribe to this channel for independent thinking by the streamer about our collective will. Oh god, no. No. I pushed the wrong thing. Alright. So let's see. This is what was just updated. Show me a passage. So we did learn, so we know the ancient word for divine. We've gotten that. Given another robot. Miari seems to trust me. Miari gave me a brooch. Okay, cool. Oh, for some reason it just kicked me into that menu. I guess to review what we've accomplished on Eox. I request to pronounce flying as huge one. Aboard the Nightingale, my ship is my refuge. It's the only place that's truly mine. It should be called Wang Dang Doodle Land. If that would fit in any of these name entries. The journey to Mercy should be quick, mistress. I think Miari's friend is in trouble. As I say, mistress, we should know shortly if we depart. Alright then. What platforms is this for? It's on Steam. I'm playing it on Steam. It's also on Switch. I'll prepare a route, mistress. And Mercy will have a few ruins of its own. That seems unlikely. It is a moon of pigs and rice, mistress. Part of the Eox Protectorate, of course, but is not wealthy. Hopefully all becomes clearer soon. This game is going to be kind of hard to chat with y'all during because dialogue is a pretty active, has quite a bit of active engagement. So I hope y'all can forgive me for that. And when I'm working on ciphers, I'm gonna be focusing entirely on that. We're on the menu here. We can talk about things. If you guys want to go back to chatting about Taco Bell or what have you. All right, let us plot course. Oh, interesting. Siphon filter the true sequence. Eoxian space, sailing to Mercy in the verdant paths. Okay.
Mayari wanted us to sail to Mayerzi. It was a short sail through fast waters.
Whoa, holy, oh Jesus. Please steer right momentarily, mistress. See, the force of the river is the fastest in the middle. This is cool. You don't have to follow the set course. Okay. On the surface, it appears the same, but there are deeper currents below. This is a really cool ship. I like it. Nebula is definitely odd. Whoa! It's pretty. It's very pretty. Why can't a Stellaris Nebula work like this? Yeah, instead it just fucks your ships all up. Okay. This is your ship, mistress? What do you think? She is a very beautiful mistress. But I cannot help wondering how you came by her. I guess we've arrived? That's Mercy. You can see the greenery from here. I feel like Aaliyah is trying very, very hard to be a dick by default. And I think I'm gonna push back against that. Kind of Spelljammer, yeah. Secretly a Spelljammer game. Mercy, a farming moon. If Renba's here, I need to find him. If he's not, I need to work out where he went.
we stepped off the ship and into the mud. Mud covered the ground and rock. And everywhere I looked, things were growing from the mud.
Tends to be how it works, yeah.
And
Pig!
some of those things had legs.
Dick by default. The sequel bravely default. Look at this place. Breathe the air. I cannot breathe, mistress. But rest assured, I am most happy for you all the same. 6 is a little gem, he is. Well then. Let's see where Renba's got to. If we're really lucky, we'll have found an old pot. Don't worry, Ms. Oliver Twist hasn't seen anything that isn't poverty classes in her life so far. True. So where did they find you, 6? Me, mistress? Like most robots and Eox, I was chipped carefully free from a concrete wall on the lower levels. You were buried down there? Indeed. I understand to be not uncommon to find robots that way. We occur, I am told, like potatoes. Do you remember being down there? Trapped? No. I barely remember my activation. We can only ask questions at this point. You're sure you don't remember anything? From before you were buried? Nothing. I can barely recall my activation, mistress, and that was quite recent. Although I do remember that Renba was the one who activated me. That passage earlier mean buried robots, not banished robots? Was my shitpost actually accurate? That's cool, though, and it also explains the bizarre design. Like, perhaps they were never originally intended. I understand humans have a similar problem with memory. Talking about childhood. It's true, no one remembers being really young. A robot being immortal is essentially always young, mistress. So maybe they weren't originally intended to have these projected elements. What was that other game that had ancient-ass buried robots? There's a fair number of those, in fact. There's no way I'm crossing that, mistress. Robots cannot swim. You can wait, can't you? My power source is good for millennia, mistress. Waiting will not be an issue. Patience, however, is more limited. Tell that to Miari. 6? How long were you buried on you? I'm sorry, I really enjoyed talking with 6. I have no idea, mistress. I do not remember it. And you don't know why you were buried? No, mistress. I can only assume I was not needed. Perhaps robots were not trusted. Perhaps, mistress. Though I have observed robots to be both more predictable and more kind than most humans. You're not the first robot I've had trailing me, you know. Every time I break or lose one, they give me another. It's like they're trying to get rid of them. God. The university cares for your well-being, mistress. I don't know why Miari wanted me to take you with me. The professor cares about your safety. And she certainly doesn't care about yours. Six has no response to that. Alright, there's something scratched here. The emblem of Eogs. I suppose this is where the Merzian leave goods for the Eoxians to collect. Interesting. Alright, okay. Cool, good. Well, Jay won't be hiding in there. That tithe barn was big. Moon produces a surplus, mistress. For what good it does them. Looks like we can't go any further this way, so. Listing statue. I love these old moons with their ancient stories. Who is that, for instance? One of the older goddesses? She's guarding the fields. Evidently more than 1,500 years have passed since she was carved. Oh, well, we know now when the goddess was erected. This should lead to the village. Let's have a look at that statue first. Curious.
The air smelled earthy and sweet.
Where does all the water here come from? There's a wellspring in the rock below us, mistress. The soil is permanently saturated by it. That's convenient. Very convenient indeed. Piggo. Look at this thing. Where is she from? From the material, I would judge it was not quarried here, but most likely close by. It's very big, you understand. Beautifully crafted. I want... Something's carved... Hang on. What is a wellspring, anyway? A source, mistress. Nothing more. A source of what? Commonly, water. Also, air. So you can have well springs of air, then. Alright, I don't think that's how the clipping here is supposed to work, but whatever. Someone's carved something here. Symbols in the ancient script. I might be able to translate them. Holy something very close to holy. I know one of these words, I'll have to guess the other two. The sequence reminds me somewhat of my translation for emperor. Hang on, you. Goddess would make sense here. Holy something goddess. Let's go with water for now. Marwell, I don't think that's quite it. There's certainly plenty of water here. It's guarding their most precious resource, keeping it all fertile. Oh, is this by the sorcery devs? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, amazing chest ahead. Moving on. Now we can figure out the little comma things makes adjectives. Perhaps. Can you do a scan for J or something? Mistress has mistaken me for a dog. Perhaps you believe if I had a scrap of clothing, then I could trace a scent. Can you do that? Trace a scent? No, mistress. If I see him, I will let you know. Alright, so it seems like Y moves us. Like, we can manually move this way, but there seem to be automatic transitions between areas. Suppose there's nothing old here? No ruins, no ancient kings, no crumbled towers? Of course not, mistress. This is a farmyard. This is a waste of my time, that's what it is. I'm just probably back on Eox again right now. Professor Miari would have contacted me if that was the case, mistress. He is out here, somewhere. Waiting. So much rice. Just lying around. I could scoop enough into my bag to feed an Elborthian family for a week. No one even noticed it's gone. I had heard Elbereth was a moon of thieves, mistress. I'd assumed it was a slur rather than a strategy. Why can't everywhere be like this? Enough food, enough space, water to spare. Indeed, mistress. Indeed. There's plenty of rice stored up, too. Elbereth should move itself here. I believe that is exactly what the Protector exists to prevent. How many moons are there in the Eox Protectorate? 6? At the last settlement, it was 23. Think the VA might be Indian? That would fit with their character design. Up this way. I'm loving this banter quite a bit, yeah. You sound like you don't approve of the Protectorate. I am neither for nor against it in principle, mistress. Although it does not appear sustainable.
This was what passed for a street on Mersey.
Mersey. I need to...
Buildings on stilts, jumping out of the bushes like children. It was so quiet.
Leftover from the Empire? Indeed, mistress. The Oxian Guard is an increasingly minor force. Let's launch a revolution. Mistress is most droll. So there's a... you know what? There's a well over there. Now, what would Jay be doing here? I want to see what's over here. Piggos. Hello, Piggos. Something under the leaves. This doesn't look like it belongs here. A model. From the Holy Empire, I think. Here's an inscription on it. Hey! Stuff to try and read. Is that a single word? Most likely not. Ancient scribes didn't always trouble to put in their spaces. I don't think they expected the writing to be read. Oh, wow. We're actually going to have to deal with inscriptions without spaces. That's kind of cool. Well, there's definitely there's definitely holy in here. Let's see now. These symbols resemble my word for banished. Slightly. I'm going to guess this is light because it has a similar structure. It's got the little curl at the front and the little comma at the back. I don't want to be fooled into thinking this is like a pictorial language. But that does look like what light would be, just as water looks like what water would be. So if I was right about banished, this is just the very front and the very back with some... The very front, the very back, a tiny piece in the middle, and then like an apostrophe. Of course, that might not be right at all. Maybe follow? Guess that for now. Yeah, I could see it being follow or tor. This comes from the same site as the brooch. The one Miari gave us on Eox. Having this should be useful in tracking down where these things originated. New site indications of an unknown site somewhere in the Cyclones. That's cool. Totally pooping holy light. By my faith! It stinks here. I do not believe pigs are known for their hygiene, mistress. Is she just straight up not gonna go in there? She's not. That's great. Cast holy light. It's part of an old strategy guide. It's pigs, miss. Can't wait to see if we run into a... Okay, hang on. Master Remba could be in any of these buildings, mistress. Do you intend to search all of them all? If Renba really wants to hide, we won't find him. So let's ask around. If we get nothing, then we leave. Can't wait to see if we run into a let's eat grandpa. Had the ancients uncovered the use of the Oxford comma? All right, we're being directed towards the well.
3 paths met at the heart of the village. I could imagine them all, sitting around here in the evenings, sipping rucker and singing. It seemed nice.
Chill with pigos, feed him veggies. That'd be nice. Stranger! Greetings. Greetings to you. Welcome to Mersey. You've come to trade? Actually, I'm looking for someone. Who? Not a Merzian, surely. We are alike as ants to you. That's not true. So you are looking for a Merzian. A man named Jay. I've not heard of anyone by that name. Good luck with your search. They say the Nebula is wide. Hopeful. It appears Renbo was never here, mistress. Perhaps we should return to the ship. You already told me to look, so I'm looking. Please, I need to talk to you. Is that so? Found a model on the path. It's almost 400 years old. Napalm the village of these days. Is that so? We're an ancient and noble moon. Keep the model, Eoxian, to remind you of the fact. Have you seen any Eoxians recently? I told you, no. Your husband, perhaps? Gone wandering? I'm afraid something's happened to him. If we'd seen your husband, if he had met with an accident among us, what would Eox do? I just want to know where he is. Throw a rave. We have not seen him. Now leave. I don't understand why you're lying to me. The man sighed. Your husband was here. He left in a ship. Then something exploded in the sky. I do not know if that was your husband. And that's all? And it is more than you deserve. Good faith to you, lady. Doubt. We're really going to LA Noir on this fucking monk? This guy was a dick. It's like everyone in this game is just trying to be a huge asshole. And I'm like, can we just please get along? Are you sure we can't just get along? Is that an inscription? 60 the napalm. At least this won't be a completely wasted trip. It has been mostly scratched away. More glyphs. Do that ass face of chunks. Probably justified. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah. It sounds like relations between Eox and Mersey are strained at best. So he might have very, very salient reasons to hate Eoxians. Or to fear them. It did sound kind of like if something happened to this particular Eoxian, it's possible that he could be held to account for it. Sounds like these guys are Amish and Eox is the West. Possibly. Alright. What do we got? Okay, so holy is confirmed. We believe this to be water. Here's some new stuff. Word resembles my translation for banished. And there's some words I've seen before that might help. Okay. So in following with water and light, let's say this is rock, perhaps? Holy water. How about holy water from below rock? If light pierces water, it's not safe to drink. Solve the game by 20 bucks. Good night, Justin Brett. Thanks for coming out. This game is a lot of fun so far. I'm liking it a lot. The writing is exceptionally good. What do you see there? Can you read this inscription? A child could read it. The symbols simply say water. Thanks. Asshole. Tasty pork chop from Castlevania's wall. How's it going, Fury Fighter? My baloney has a first name. Alright, we're apparently fording the fields and heading up into this weirdly direction. They simply say water, soda water, still water, flavored water, toxic water, dry water. Dehydrated water, just add water. It seems as if Renba left, and has left us. Shall we leave? I want to look around some more. This lady behind us is like, oh, you are from Eox. My name is Leah. Then you are not her. Not Miari. That's who you're waiting for? I heard your voice. You're Eoxian. But you said Aaliyah. Do you know Jay? Yes. He told me someone might come. Who the fuck would pick I don't have time for this now? Who did? My tall Eoxian. He left something for this Miari. With the goddess to keep it safe. What did he leave? He said it would show you the way. Good faith to you. And I hope you find him. Thank you. I have to go now. I don't want them to see me talking to you. Fair enough. Jay left something with the goddess, did he? Now, why would he do a thing like that? Alright, one person on this planet is not a fucking asshole. When did you make a Renba's brooch, 6? The one he sent to Miari. I was struck by the craftsmanship. It seemed very fine to me. It was like an artisanal product. High status. How high status? Hard to say. Possibly very high. So it's valuable? Most likely. Mistress surely does not intend to sell it. No, the question is... where did Renba get it? I was up 29 hours before I finally said, good God, Fury Fighter, I hope you're feeling well. It's way less fun after you stop being young. One person on this planet is not an asshole, and that's counting us. More water. Just sitting here. Why do they build on stilts, do you think? Surely it doesn't flood up here. The mud, perhaps, mistress, or perhaps animals sleep underneath. 6 is quite clever. He got an Amazon Prime, man. Now, this is not an automatic transition. There's not many people tending all of these crops. Plants are not like pigs. They do not require constant husbandry. What do you know about pigs? I meet people. They are also livestock. God. Six is not subtle and laying note. Killed calories. Ugh. I stepped in something. Mud, mistress. Will your tracks cope with the muck? Of course they will. They clean themselves, too. I don't know why you would want to wander around here. The record, there's stuff in this game that's randomized. Other things are triggered by dependent on choices that you make. Cool, okay. Good to know. There are little brushes under my fuselage, you understand. What? Little brushes. For cleaning my tracks. That's pretty cool, actually. It's very useful. Okay, this is an automatic transition. They clean themselves, unlike you filthy humans. Sorry, what is this? A gleam in the grass. Hello. Is that something in the mud? No, nothing here. I've been teased. Isn't the Protectorate too many moons to manage? There are no threats at present. This no doubt eases the situation. Okay, so that would take me back up to where I was before. Ah, and you can't get past here, okay. Animation is rather interesting. I don't know if I actually like the art style for the characters. Eox wants more moons in the Protectorate? Eox has sufficient income at the moment, mistress, I think. But the Eoxian population is not falling. Six, why are you playing Riddle of the Valkyries all of a sudden? Okay, so that brought us back down here. That goes back up towards the village. Alright, so I wanted to see... Yeah, okay. I don't get why some of these transitions are automatic. Very strange. Like, I can walk this hill myself, thank you. I am quite capable, in fact. Good faith to you. My apologies, Eoxian. My pigs need me. Please, if you could just... No one on Mayor's Seat wants to talk to me. Did I do something wrong? You came here. Perhaps that is all. Locals don't seem surprised to see me. Or to see you. I imagine robots collect supplies from here routinely. The locals I note also do not seem pleased to see you. My pigs need me! Away! I can't trespass. I just wanted to trespass. I can't walk down there either. I want to look at the sheafs. Game won't let me look at the sheafs. There's sheaf in here. Mistress, if I may ask, if you weren't rooting in the mud for the professor's friend, what would you be doing at this moment? What would I be doing? I'd be sailing the uncharted reaches of the Nebula looking for shipwrecks. There are places out there where no one's been for hundreds of years. They're echoes of ancient voices. But no. Instead, I'm standing in pig muck. Otherwise, I'd be scouring the markets of Elbereth for interesting objects. Things have a life of their own, Six. Things survive. Things travel from moon to moon, from person to person. Maybe I'd be in the library with Pying, reading up on old transcriptions. When the Empire was founded, they threw out the old way of writing. Erased the past entirely. It's all still there. You just have to know where to look. You don't read Ancient, do you? I would not know where to begin, mistress. It's finally, you don't feed half the time to get money anyway. These more cases, this is the first non-text-based game they made, and thus their 3D animation model department didn't really exist. Although in that case, I'm not sure why you'd start developing a game on mobile. I must say, mistress, despite your cool manner, I'm extremely excited to be working with you. I've never left Eox before. I don't think I ever wandered all the way out here, did I? There's a lady over here, but I'm not sure I can reach her. Nope, it would seem not. It would seem not. What did you call your first robot, mistress? Presumably you did not call it one, unless you were already planning your robocidal spree. Why does it matter what I called it? Long gone. It matters, mistress. Robots are ancient. We are unique and irreplaceable. Once unmade, we cannot be remade. We matter. People are more irreplaceable. Hardly. People replace themselves on a daily basis. You know, 6 has a point there. An extremely salient point. More rice. Do they grow anything else here? It would not appear so. Fun fact, when the giant asteroid smashed into the planet killed most land-based life, it threw bits of Earth off into the rest of the solar system, so it's somewhat likely that Earth bacteria got ride to a bunch of other planets. Mistress, is something the matter? I'm detecting certain elevated emotional markers. Like what? Shortness of tone, mistress. Lack of compromise. Markers. Are you serious? Humor is a weakness, mistress. Dude is gonna turn into HK-47 in a minute here. Alright. Alright, this is something. And here is Renba's mysterious secret, almost buried in the grass. Are they Crayola markers? A shard of crystal. Does it mean anything to you, 6? It is most curious. This moon does not contain any crystals of this type. What kind of crystal is it, 6? Eolite, mistress. Valueless. Miari's brooch. The stone inside it is the same as Renba's crystal? Undoubtedly. Obviously, they come from the same source. And can we find that source? With some analysis, mistress, yes, I believe we can. Time to go, mistress? Yeah, let's get out of here. So apparently we've collected enough evidence to infer a hidden site exists. This way, mistress. And so we left the warm, wet fields of Mersey. Alright, so... they break it down into the minutes. Alright, so... let's read. 6 is the kind of guy that min-max a Stellaris race, do an early rush, and then BM all game, then you're worse than the AI himself. I can't wait for 6 to start calling you meatbag. Landed on Mersey. Found this carving at the base of the Mersey goddess. Identified the water goddess. Large, generous, welcoming. Exactly how I like my goddesses. Found an antler model. Should help us trace an unknown site. Inferred the existence of a new location, somewhere in the Cyclones. I don't know enough to find it yet. Etched in the stones the well. I met a Merzian woman. She knew Jay. No one on Mersey wants to talk to me. I'd expect them to welcome strangers for the variety, but it seems like they don't like Yoxians around here. Found a purple crystal shard left by Renba at the foot of the statue, the water goddess for Miari to find. Collect enough evidence to infer a hidden site exists somewhere in the Cyclones. An Eolite moon. Alright. Yes it is. Leaving Nebula's waters is too risky. I don't know enough to find the site yet. So somewhere... Okay, so there's 2 unknown sites here. Somewhere. You get 2 HKs in Old Republic. I've been standing guard my own. That's cool. I guess we could head back to Eox. Girlfriend's on got shit canned for using a works dumpster for personal trash. Had vodka bottle in it. Yikes. So cold rolled steel. Renba left a crystal for Miari to find. What was he trying to tell her? We could otherwise sell the ox and tell Miari what we've learned so far about Renba. I suppose that's what we'll do. I'm quite certain in my analysis, Mistress. The crystal we found, Mistress, and the element inside the brooch, they originate from a moon somewhere on the edge of the cyclones. Oh, I have enough evidence to search for it. I've never been that way. No one has. Those are wild rivers. I wonder, what exactly did Renba discover? Well, we better find out. Put out the sails, 6. And I was trying to tell with the crystal. I've been kidnapped by Dr. Cortex. He needs the time crystals. Alright. Alright, so we can plot a course to the Eolite moon. Let's do it. I like my droids in Star Wars The Old Republic. I appreciate they added droids and animal companions for perch if you don't want a regular companion. That is nice. I mean, it seems a no-brainer for the Star Wars setting, you know? Hang on. I didn't even notice, but my earbuds just like gave out during one of the lulls. Hopefully this game can switch audio sources on the fly. Hopefully. Wow, this thing got really twisted up, and I don't know how that happened. No, that's too far. Okay. Be a bit more careful with this thing, I think. All right. Hang on. Hey, look, it's our new friend. Okay, I think. Hang on, I think we lost audio, so I'm gonna have to restart this. It last saved just now, so that should be fine. A 6B voiced by my MS. Kid unbutton the top button with no tie. All right. Ow. This game steals focus from you immediately. Like literally immediately. Hang on. Get this back. Okay, there we go. What's up, Beth? Heck, out of my usual lurk again for a sec. This is a game I have to get. This one is great. I'm enjoying this immensely so far. The writing is so good in it. So good. Alright, so the story so far, Alien and New Robot 6 are on the trail of the missing Eoxian, Renba. A shard of crystal found on the farming moon of Merzi points to a lonely rock. Surely Renba can't be there. Alright. Let us sail through the verdant pass. Whee! Either of the rivers leads to our destination, Mistress. They really didn't like Eox on Merzi. I always thought Eox treated the other moons well. Oh boy. Whoa, Nelly. Oh, whoa. All right. Can we do a sick drift and slam into a moon? Multi-sail drifting? You're welcome again for Magic the Gathering Arena on iOS. Too bad it's buggy with connection issues. Delete until they fix it. That's a shame. That is a shame. Mairzy really hates Eox and Eoxians. This is rough. What was Renba doing there? Oh lord, that's a lot of rocks. Okay. Helping there was extorting. Something must have led him there. Oh boy. Wow, okay, this looks... There's nothing important about Mairzy, mistress. This looks cool. Nothing we know. Ah! I missed a turn! Wait, you could just reset? Suggesting he was on some kind of treasure hunt, mistress? I seem to have made it anyway. Might indicate the Eolite moon is close at hand. Ah. Navigate my own ass. Don't stress about the rivers, they're very forgiving. Oh, we can view the possible search location. I think we might have just located it-ish. Somewhere around here. There's a rock up ahead. What have we found? Above the crystal moon. Why would anyone come to a lonely spot like this? Because there's something there. And there's rocks everywhere. Tried to do the survival mode in Space Engineers while the fucking alien hell spiders got old. We've arrived, mistress. The moon below us is rich in purple iolite crystals, but there is no surface flow. We cannot land the ship. But Renba must have gone down somehow. Indeed. Most likely used a hopper. We might do the same. Can't land it, but we can crash it. Hopper? The Nightingale is fitted with a hopper, of course, for instantaneous travel. How does it work? You make your lightsaber now. Finally, there is a source. The source fires at a subject and casts it into the hopper's eye. The eye refracts the signal. It is focused and reconstituted. But how does it work? I have no idea whatsoever. Is it safe? Not really, mistress, no. This moon does not have any air. I will have to go down alone. But you're sure the iolite crystal came from here? Statistically certain, mistress. The moon is rich in deposits of eolite. I don't know if it's eolite or iolite. Please wait here. Just don't take too long.
A moment later, the robot was gone, and I was alone in the dark.
If I flew away now, I could be rid of that thing. Seems quiet up here now. I hate robots. Well, we're gonna fix that, Leah. Oh, hello, mistress! I found something, mistress. This is Jay's? The probability is high. I believe the moon below us was once a quarry, but this box is no artifact. Renba hid this box down there? It was a superb hiding place, mistress, but whether it was Renba's doing or not, I couldn't say. I was alone in the dark, but my name wasn't Edward Carnby. Fuck you anyway. Unless the hopper is actually a quantum bullshit device, distance won't matter. Better not have damaged it. It appears intact to me, mistress. I hope there isn't a snake in here. Roll of cloth? Why would Renba hide something like this? Must have had a reason, mistress. His choice of hiding place was extreme. Renba means extreme. He didn't deny it. Thick fabric. Renba, what is this? Some kind of robe? It's hundreds of years old. And there's something stitched along the belt. Tiny characters picked out in a darker thread. Ooh. Ooh. So this game takes a dirty turn. What are we working with here? This has goddess in it. Man, okay. Just gonna make some guesses here. All, perhaps? All pilgrims. It's a guess. Ape together strong. What if ape by monk? The question is, why did Ren behind this here? There's more in here. This is a brass compass embossed with a depiction of a boat. It's beautifully preserved. The casing has been decorated with symbols, mistress. I do love some symbols. Alright, I see light in there. This one is a phrase run together. Definitely light. Follow. I'm feeling confident about my translation of light. Okay, so light is confirmed. Sweet. Okay. Oh, this is really cool. I like this. Oh, wow. Star or stars or stars possessive. I'm gonna try stars possessive. Follow stars light? Neither is a trick, it means Dave's. I think this is from a totally different place in that robe. In fact, I don't think we've seen anything like this compass before. Yes, I know I'm stressing different words and they're italicizing. So this comes from somewhere that's entirely new to us. That's not all. There's also a charred, heavy roll of paper. How did Renba get his hands on all of it? There's some written characters in ancient script on it. Quite a few this time. This is the end of a longer line of text. There's a little rip on the left end. Pilgrims. Follow. No good. There's not enough here for me to guess the rest. I have to hope I see these sequences again. Pilgrims follow. That will do for now. Presumably there used to be more to it than that. I guess this comes from the same side as the compass. So are these leads, or are these things what Renba was after? Wait, mistress. I'll consider the matter. He work out where the robe originated. I fear so. It is not a good location, mistress. Professor Miare was keen that we found Master Renba, and I'm sure Master Renba is equally keen to be found. Show me where it went, 6. 6 is sad. Pilgrims follow Coldplay Games on Twitch. Not exactly certain, mistress, but I believe Renba traveled far from home, into the eye of the cyclones. Uh-oh. Who the fuck is inscribing a dead empire's history on a toilet roll? A charred, heavy roll of paper, an ancient, half-smoked blunt? That'd be amazing if we were just finding, like ancient fast food ads. It sounds like a perfectly fine place to travel to. Don't worry about it. Well, it should be easy. Just bullseye right on in. Okay. Zoom in. Possibly deep in the swirling waters of the cyclone. Is there still more to find? Is Renba waiting to be found? Know enough to find this site. Do we even think we... This seems like quite a thing to be doing in like the opening hours of this game. Cyclones, sailing to the eye of the cyclones. Like this feels like endgame stuff. I've been analyzing the purple robe we found in Renba's tool chest, mistress. The fabric appears to be of significant age. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Hold on, 6. I cannot hold on, mistress. Where are we going? We're in one piece? We appear to be. Wah! Comes from somewhere else. Ugh. Wah! That's clear. Whoa, but where? Oh, okay. And is that place where Renba is? Cannot analyze for that, mistress. We're going to Plaid. Wow! This whole area is wild. Better check the hull. Oh, God. Better check the hull when we next land. Oh. Wow, we're not through it yet. I'm just surprised she's doing this. Like, there's no guarantee you'll ever get out. Oh, my God. There's no guarantee you'll ever get out of this. So if that was the way we wanted to go. Oh, this is nice. You seem to have emerged close to the eye of the cyclones, mistress. The water droplets go left. I cannot see which way to turn at this branch, mistress. When she knows there's a shortcut, it's on the Autobahn and everyone's doing 140. We'll have to choose one and explore. I like the sound of that. I love exploring. That looks like something. See it. There's something up ahead. A moon? There is air, but no upriver, mistress. We will need to leave the ship here and hop her down. Please do not be alarmed. It is quite safe. It's a roundabout. Oh God, we found a space roundabout. We're definitely never getting home then. The eye of the cyclones. Will Renba be waiting for us here in the center of the storm? Sorry, not the center, the sentry.
The hopper fired, and for a moment I was gone. Not aboard the Nightingale, not on the moon beneath. It could have been a heartbeat or an hour.
Woob.
But I didn't feel the cold until I reappeared.
Pile of rocks, mistress, smashed together by the waters. Seems Renba had a taste for places like this. I wonder why. Roundabouts are just airtime ramps with multiple ways on. Perhaps he did not like people. This way, then. Hope he'd be pleased to see us. You think we will find him? I prefer to believe that we will. I would like to meet him again. I do not remember him well, but I bear him no ill will. Does that mean you bear me ill will? Perhaps Renba's waiting for us just around this corner. We can hop him back to the Nightingale, and this chapter of my life will be done. This would be a very short game, then. Perhaps, mistress. Perhaps. We can only hope. There's a house! Hold it! 6. What's that?
Here, in the middle of the hurricane, there was a house. It was fine. Tucked in below the overhanging rock. Wooden beams, mud brick walls, shutters. Large enough for 2 families to argue over. It would have been measly on Iox and grand on Elbereth. But here, it was impossible.
Someone built this. Buildings do not occur naturally, mistress. How did Renba find it? I hope we can ask him, mistress. Are robots capable of hope? Certainly. We calculate odds, of course, but even the most unlikely outcomes must always eventually occur. Hope is a mathematical certainty. I like that. I like that! The mathematics does not care whether you like it or not, mistress. Hang on, no wait, I'm sorry. I really like that. I never thought about that, but I really, really like that. Hope is a mathematical certainty. What's this? A fucking house. How'd it get here? Well, not by natural selection. This Renba's secret? What even is it? It's a house. It's a fucking house. Blocked with rubble and ruin. This whole place must be slowly peeling away from the cliff. Face is a mathematical certainty. Perhaps we might forego going inside? I could vault over the wall here. Please, mistress. The floor beyond would only give way beneath you. Floor looks like stone to me, 6. So it is heavy and more likely to fall. Maybe that's what happened to Renba. He fell through a hole in the floor. Do you see any other way in? No, neither do I. So I'm gonna clamber over. Here goes. Booyah! Floor seems sound enough. 6. Where did the robot go? 6? So robots abandoned me for once. Look at this place, Aaliyah. No one would live here. They couldn't. Shit, waist-high walls don't stop her. She's too
still
powerful.
here, cooking, reading, doing whatever ghosts do. The house was empty, but it hadn't been abandoned.
Locked. Or blocked. Or both. I built something as big as this out here. Who's it for? Mistress! Obviously, it is good to see you intact, mistress. Thought you'd abandoned me. My apologies, mistress. I did not consider your feelings about my decision to go off alone. Ironically enough. How did you get down from that arch? I could not climb over the wall, so I drove myself off the cliff edge. Once I had dug myself out of the sand, I found a door. Now you understand why I keep losing robots. They're always doing stupid stuff like that. Oh, there's a lot to examine here. Someone curled up here by the fire to keep warm. Someone died here, mistress. You sure? The evidence is minor, but significant. A person lay on the floor here for some time after death. Renba? No. Whoever died here died scores of years ago. The lack of moisture on this moon has preserved the traces. But they are old. Where are the bones? The person who lay in state here was only removed recently. Are you saying Renba took them? What remained of them? Someone did. That's horrid. Why would he do that? I am unsure, mistress. Something must have led him to this place. There must have been something here that he needed. It's even more horrid. Yes. Yes, it is. Six is smiling. Six tried to kill himself because we, the archaeologists, can't identify a house. There's an inscription up here. On the hearth. More words I don't know. So the logic here seems like water goddess blesses light, rock. I mean, it's on a hearth. Fire would make sense, but... But water goddess. And that looks more like lightning. I'm gonna try harvest here. Water goddess blesses harvest? Water goddess from Meerzi? Is this place directly connected to Meerzi then? I wonder what makes farmers ship whole tree trunks out here to build a mansion in the middle of a hurricane. Water goddess, step on me. Lady, you didn't know what a house was. I'm not surprised you don't know what ancient hearth words mean. Oh, there's a thingy. A fire poker. Not my most interesting find. Still. Do we have an inventory? Do we get items? Heavy wooden box. This looks interesting. Beautifully made. Much nicer than everything else here. I estimate it to be hollow, mistress. Something inscribed on the lid. Yes, she must be a clue as to what's inside. Yes, she did put a fire poker in that tiny bag. Either it's collapsible or that is a bag of holding. Ooh. Ooh. That would be a really good thing to figure out. I want to try treasures of enormous value. Third option, she rammed the fire poker through the bag and there's a giant hole in it now. I know people are teasing, but I still put out. People frequently ask, what is that? When the actual question is, what is that doing here? I know. It's still really funny, though. Treasures of enormous danger. Does treasures of enormous value work? Miari would be most excited by this find, mistress. Whatever proves to be inside. That sounds interesting. Glorious chest ahead. I think it's a reliquary. Place to put your belongings when you die. The idea is you get them back when you return. Do people often return from death, mistress? The loop says everyone returns from death, so as long as their soul gets back to the rivers. So long as their soul gets back to the rivers. And what do you believe, mistress? Comforting idea. And before he just found Grandma's ashes. I can see why people choose to believe. Perhaps you require more evidence. So I can make 6 open it, or I can open it myself. I'm going to open it myself. See if I can shift it. Versus. Can't even get my fingers under the lid. Lever the lid with the poker. Might be able to snap the lock. Mistress, is it moving? It's definitely shifting. Here it goes then. So I suppose we can try to hide this from Six and Miari if we want.
And there it was, just lying there. The greatest treasure I ever found.
Really? 6. Look at this.
From inside the coffer, from the distant past of the Nebula's once great empire.
Incredible.
It was a crown.
Should I put it on? The eagle and sun motif. Just like Renba's brooch. The mark of the empire. Could this be the crown of Eox itself? What's it doing out here? Did Renba bring it here and hide it? I do not think that coffer has been open in at least 500 years, mistress. But he must have known it was here. Why else come? Something written along the rim. There's a lot of something written along the rim, and a lot of stuff I haven't seen before. Put it on, become queen! I've got one of these words in my notebook, but I can't take a chance on what's left. Jesus Christ, I don't know, man. Something of light. Well, if it has all contained within it, this might be forever. Something... It's got water in it. Or part of water in it. Perhaps rivers? How about, let's try on rivers of light, we sail forever. That last was a deranged face. Rivers of light, we sail forever. Oh, hello. Is this crown what Miari wanted us to find? Is that why she sent us out here looking? Renba too, perhaps? Mistress. I will have to tell her, mistress. Her motives hardly matter. It's a mimic. How the fuck did Renba know is here? Is he Clark Kent? Does he carry an x-ray machine? Library Man, dude, thank you for subscribing for 8 months. I really appreciate that. Building won't actually cave in on us, will it? I cannot guarantee that, mistress. It was made by farmers. A workbench. Whoever lived here would have needed to be self-sufficient. Then they would have needed water, mistress. house has been built right up against the rock face. It's been cold here. Whoever lived in this place would have kept their fire burning constantly. I wonder what they did for wood. Oh, there's something up over here. Here you are. There's something up here. A blade? A dagger. A little corroded, but beautifully crafted. And with an eagle and sun on the hilt. On it is an inscription, mistress. I can barely make the letters out, they're so tiny. Look how she's got a knife! I like that. The inscription reads, I should have been the one to fill your dark soul light! So it looks like we've got all. Oh. I believe you can be confident of your translation for all now, mistress. Yes! Oh, man, I love getting words confirmed. And as must be correct, too. Oh, what a discovery. Oh, this is so cool. All right. Let's remind me some of my word for we. What were the other options for we? Just out of curiosity. Sail cannot. I chose this translation for a reason. Let's see if I can remember what it was. Could be sail, cannot, or will. I think it has to be we though. I had to work up what the other words mean. Oh, people as food. Oh, wait. If the whole structure means we, then the part of it would mean one. All. Empress and we both have that symbol in it. Perhaps people? Well, people is one. Four raindrops seem to indicate a plural of some kind. Yeah, that makes sense. Does make sense. Alright, so this is how Dude Guy got in. A comfortable space. Wide, open. Old, mistress. The door over there. One does not appear to want to cooperate. Anything hiding in the shadows? Certainly there is. Thanks, bud. I wonder if this door is jammed. Or if it might open. Yeah, that's true. Enormous had it 3 times. There's a painting over there. I guess we're in here for the painting. Look at this. Swirls and flows. Is it a map? These are rivers. The detail. Who lived here? Who drew this? These look like the rivers of Ghost's Wake. But no one goes to Ghost's Wake. Is there an inscription? I want an inscription. It seems so. Very small one. There's a few words in this one. Not much, though. If I was right on treasures... Wait, what were the other options for treasures? Oh, this dog. Loops of hero. Knowledge, wins, or loves? Knowledge, wins, or love? So then minus that. I mean, it could just be stars. I wonder if I'm right on below. I want perhaps the thing that looks like a giant lowercase I. I wonder if that means above, and the little X on below could be the inverse of that, like the negative of it. Stars of what though? That's a new symbol I've never seen before. I'll just have to guess on that one, but I'm gonna go with stars for this. And stars of Mario. Hundreds of them even. Maybe home. Stars of home? Is this where whoever lived here came from? I thought this place was built by people from Mersey. No one comes from Ghost's Wake. This is my thinking pose. All people as one is a pretty macabre thing for a knife. Doesn't matter who you were, knife stabs the same. Played more of that yesterday, man. I love that. I played a little bit of Loop Hero too. I still, like, I can still only really get anything done with the Necromancer. I tried playing Warrior a little and it's just not clicking for me. Mario has no stars, he was executed. Oh no! Could slip through here. Are you always this adventurous, mistress? I find it quite exhausting. You'll cope, somehow. Nice camera angle.
In the yard behind the house, there were tools. Plots of earth, washing hung out to dry. It was like the owner had slipped inside for a quick rucker before they came back to chop more wood. Someone had been building a life on this miserable rock.
Our character having red on knuckles makes me want to think that throw hands is a valid option in most situations. That would be great. Read inscription, transcribe inscription, punch inscription. Bone dry. Speaking of bones, this looks like it could be a grave back here. Something here, a necklace. What are these things? We're cursed now. Flat beads, ceramic? I'm not sure. We stole the ghost necklace. The sticks are all but petrified. It can't even rot out here. There's something cut into it. Well, I saw beneath, below, under, low, get low. Can add my translation for under to my dictionary now. Hey! Alright. Those are shells, you goober. From is close. Stay under. Ground? What? Are you commanding the dead to stay underground? Oh, that's fucked. To stay underground makes sense? I think there's a person under here. This is a grave. I wonder if whoever dug that grave believed in the loop like they do on Eox. Lupists say that to be reborn, a soul must return to the rivers. Burying someone prevents them from coming back. It's the worst thing you can do to your enemies. So it does mean that. It does say stay underground. Fuck you, you're not getting reincarnated. Oh, damn. If someone died here, and someone else buried them, but not Renba, the wood is far older than that. Oh, the plot thickens. Damn. Garden beds. Something must have been able to grow here once, though I can't see how. This is the gravesite of a real bastard, or they were buried by a real bastard. So who's buried outside then? Whoever owned this place first, perhaps? Before it was taken from them. Or Dracula. Dracula is always a possibility. We cannot discount the possibility of a Dracula situation here. Coming back, 6. Happy to see me, bud? Found a grave, mistress? I think so. I think someone came to this moon and buried its inhabitant. I will wait for you down here, mistress. I cannot climb stairs. Dracula would build Castlevania fucking hurricane. Okay. Whatever this room is. That's a shoe. Inscription. There's an inscription here. It's old, barely visible. Scratched into the plaster. 6 is a Dalek then. Someone came to this moon and used throw hands on resident. I'm gonna have to guess the whole thing, huh? Okay. Ooh. Okay. If the 4 marks is plural, then it would be I, right? I. Six is lamer than a Dalek. They just had opposites to the chassis. 6 has treads. You can go upstairs. I am just gonna just throw out a guess here. I fear death. I can still change my mind, but I fear death? Perhaps the writer was dying. Angle is interesting too. Scratched by someone lying down. Hardly comfortable. Whoever built this place wasn't worrying about making it cozy. Oh! Let's see what's up here. Ruin and rubble. What's this? It's quite different than the rest of the building. For some kind of telescope? But the position, the bearings are fixed. The material on this is totally wrong. Is it metal? Rubber? Looks like something Oroi might have built. I must remember to ask her about it. And there are scratches in the top here. Something fitted inside the frame and was removed by force. Did you take something, Renba? But if so, what was the stand meant to hold? There's something over there. I can't make it out. Looks like wreckage? That confirms it, surely. Is that smoke? That is definitely smoke. Oh, Renba. Oh god, that's the top of a ship. That's part of, yeah, that's part of a ship on top of the rocks there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A glint amongst the stones, you say? Alright, let's have it again. Thank you. Something wedged here. A golden necklace decorated with the eagle and sun. I think it dates from the Oxian Empire. Incredible craftsmanship, such tiny details worked in. The clasp has been inscribed too. It's impossibly small. This one has several words. We won. I'm certain my translation for we is correct now. Sure of one as well. Yes. Excellent. Then that leaves one word to guess. I've not seen anything even close to the second word. We are one, we who won, we do one, we talk one. Yeah, we're gonna go with R. That will do for now. It says comes from the moon depicted in the wall mural. This will make his location easier to locate. You can now visit Elbereth in the spiral. Oh, right, we have to ask our friend about it. Okay. Oh, and then the site from the mural is somewhere down here. Somewhere in Ghost's Wake. Okay. Alright. Daleks, huh? I've watched exactly 3 episodes of Doctor Who, I think. Just don't look down, Aaliyah. They were all the, which one was it? I think the 3rd Doctor? They were old episodes. Very old episodes. Pretty entertaining, though. I saw something from the roof. It looked like wreckage from a ship. Mistress, are you saying you climbed up onto the roof of this place? Yes. So I climbed onto the roof. Why does that matter? The probability of severe injury rises as you do, mistress. I would have thought that was obvious. You missed the point of what I said, Six. The point is, Renba's ship is probably in pieces out there. Now we need to get out there. I like how we completely swapped chat from how fucking dumb is his character to Daleks can fly. That's the beauty of our channel, really. I don't understand why Renba would have come out here. There's nothing to find. Nothing anymore. But there was a body. How about we talk about Taco Bell again? No, let's talk about Doctor Who.
After the dead air of the house, it was good to see the sky again.
We've collected 3 ancient artifacts here. Also, we've discovered enough to exactly locate one new location of interest, the site from the mural. I suggest we take the crown to Professor Miari directly. We must also inform her of our theories about Renba. I'd like to activate the hopper now, mistress? There's still more to do here. There must be more to this place. I want to know who lived here, who died here, and what happened to Renba. Ah. Okay. The hopper is a teleporter? A short distance teleporter, mistress. But what is a hopper? I mean, what's inside of it? An interconnected mesh of quantum. The quantum creates some kind of field which the subject is passed through and dissected via. Mistress, does it matter? You're happy enough to fire off the hopper? Even if you don't know how it works? Don't you care what it does to us? It appears to work, mistress. Something carved above the door. Maybe the CEO of Taco Bell is the one buried in the yard and told us to stay down. How was everyone's discount Easter candy day? Mine was good. We met some friends at the park and hung out with them. I was actually going to stay home on Sunday while my wife met. It was all a bunch of moms. Met her friends and let the kids play and stuff. But late on Saturday, all of our showing appointments on Sunday filled up. So I had literally nothing else to do. So I went to the park, and actually I had a really nice time. We ate donuts and cookies and Japanese sweets and sat around. I played a bunch of Star Trek on my phone. It was good. And I walked quite a bit. Kind of walk at least a portion of the donuts off. So yeah, good time. Also, one of the moms gave me a ton of Reese's peanut butter eggs because her family doesn't eat them. Oh, we just confirmed from. Sweet. Let's take a stab at that new word. It looks like it's got part of forever, but minus the plural. What's the singular of forever? Light from... Right. Birth. I think that's correct. Some kind of blessing, maybe? Light from poop. There's a tripod up on the roof. Empty now. But it looks like it might have held something once. What kind of something? I would guess... telescope. This must have been some kind of outpost observatory. An interesting theory, mistress, but I cannot imagine what they wanted to observe. You're a bit lacking in imagination, aren't you? There's an inscription here. I've not encountered any of these words anywhere else, but I can still make some guesses. Wait, then how do we have awaits? Okay, so forever is a combination of this eyeball looking one and the symbol for all. Does the eyeball thing mean time? I could. It could be New Day awaits. I'm gonna try that, I think. That would make sense for a window. Does New Day awaits work? The two people died here. One upstairs was buried outside. And then later another by the fire below. 3 people, mistress. Do not forget Renba. Assuming he is, in fact, dead. You just fell off that? It is not so far, mistress. I can barely see the rivers above, and yet there's something here. Which makes me wonder, what else is out here waiting to be found? True, if that's day, then the other one could be night. Mistress, please, do not linger. If anything were to go wrong out here, we would never be found. Not going back to the ship, 6. I got things to do. Someone would come looking for us. We're out here looking for Renba, aren't we? Renba is Miari's friend. Are you? Honestly, I have no idea. Alright, I want to look at the channel. Shut up. Is channel natural? I don't think it is. Dug out. There must be a wellspring here. Feeble one. One that requires every drop to be used. Good thing 6 is out here throwing all this shade, otherwise we might get sunburned. Could have run down the channel right down past the house. Imagine having a stream of your own. Not a bad way to live. If you can withstand the soul-crushing loneliness. What would you know about that, 6? Over here? No way through here. What is this place? Any ideas, 6? I guess that's a no. There's another inscription. Apparently we can see it. We have really good eyes. Like, damn. This one's a broken fragment from an even longer phrase. Alright. There's that piece, and I see forever in there. Can I add my translation for emperors to my dictionary now? Forever must be right too. Sweet. Emperors. The only other place we've seen that lightning bolt looking symbol was on the inscription on the bed. What were the other options for fear? Love, guarded, or Anne? Might not actually be relevant. I don't think it's emperors and forever. Emperors fuck forever. If I was an emperor, that's what I'd have inscribed. I'm gonna try sleep. I think if it was live, we would have seen that lightning bolt more so far. Emperors here? What were emperors doing? Shrine was built here. Is the stone inside from Marisi? No, mistress. I do not know where it is from, but Marisi does not have stone like that. Emperors sleep forever might be a desire that they stay in the damn ground. True. Okay, we can't actually walk over here. So maybe there's a further clue within. Someone lived out here. They irrigated the land, prayed. Here, in the eye of the cyclone. Some kind of hermit? Possible. Stone pedestal. There's an artifact. It's the water goddess. She seems familiar. It's the same as the statue on Marisi. Indeed, mistress. Mistress, you can recognize her by her hat. This should tell us a little more about this place. And there's a painted message. The precision required for this. It looks like it's only partial, though. This is one end of a faded fragment of text. Oh, there's sacred. Wait, is that right? No, sacred is confirmed. Something's going wrong. I must have used the wrong words. Okay. Oh, because it's a fragment. It's because it's a fragment. Goddess bless. So that little bit on the front is part of another word. I believe you're correct with goddess. All right. There's a lot of symbols. I'm confident it says bless. So goddess bless. Final word doesn't look like anything I've seen before. Goddess bless weed. Maybe try plants. Seen weed? Goddess bless plants. Shrine itself is made of stone, but it's not the same stone as the moon itself. Is it as old as the building? The outer structure is certainly. The stone pillar, no. Buildings here are significantly older than the pillar. How old would you say the pillar was? Mid to late Empire period, mistress. Moving to this moon must have been difficult. Perhaps it's from the moon in Ghost Wake we saw on the map. Perhaps so, mistress. But if so, it has walked a long way to be here. True. Sure. Yeah, there are plants here. And there was gardening done. So evidently the building is at least 700 years old. How do you work that out? I think the statue fucking walks sticks. I've been observing the rate of weathering on the stones, mistress. Extrapolating, the building is older than the founding of the Holy Empire on Eox. 6, back on Eox, they say nothing is older than the Empire. That the Empire and the Fall are all that has ever been. If Eox does not believe in history, what is it they think you do? Eox believes in the loop. They believe what has happened will happen again. They think I'm out discovering the future. 6, what do you know about the Loop Temple? I know little of the Loop, mistress. The Loop priests claim that life is a great cycle. They believe that all that happens has happened before. Literally happened? Do they think we've had this conversation before? I believe that is the idea, mistress. Is it true? The probability of it is incalculable, mistress. There is no meaningful data. Be dark in there. Renba? Nothing. Alright, she doesn't want to go in the cave. Perhaps we'll find a light source later? What do archaeologists do in totalitarian empires? That's a very good question. Think about that in terms of replayability of this game. By all the moons and waters. It's a ship. It was a ship. I mean... It was a ship! Can we be sure this was Renba's ship? No, mistress. But the circumstantial evidence is very strong. Did someone blast it from the sky? Really, mistress? That seems speculative to say the least. What could do that? Renba didn't hop her down. He landed his boat. Tried to. Or else he wasn't able to return. There are traces of an explosive propellant, mistress. I suspect Master Renba attempted to detonate himself off the surface of the moon. Fire here must have burnt up a lot of air. The remaining atmosphere is thin, mistress. Still, I believe the fire was extinguished before it consumed the ship. I wonder why Renba didn't use a hopper to get down here. Landing a ship must have been almost impossible. Professor Miari told us he had no robot with him. So what do we do now? Return to Eox and inform Professor Miari, mistress. I suppose. I was assumed we would find Renba. Assumed... I don't know. That he was expecting us somewhere. Perhaps you can take the matter up with Renba in his next life, mistress. Wow. Poor Miari. I'm sure she was hoping we'd find him. Been torn apart. What could do this? Never seen anything like it. Blackened. Presumably the ship was still burning as it fell. This was the hull. Must have been an explosion, mistress. Enough to be seen on Mersey. And Renba himself? Mistress, there is no hope. Renba must have been sailing when it fell. It cannot possibly have survived. You're the one who told me that hope is a mathematical certainty. What I can't figure out is this. What was Renba doing finding ancient sites? Must have been following some kind of trail, mistress. But how that trail began and where it was leading him, most unclear. Perhaps he was looking for more robots. Yachts must be running low. Especially since they keep giving them to you. 6 angry. 6 so angry. The robot seems oddly insistent that we talk to Miari. I mean, the robot's from Miari. Exactly how many robots have you lost? They just keep giving me more. Never understood Professor Miari. You know, she brought me to Eox from an orphanage on Elbereth. Now she keeps giving me robots when I keep losing them. I really don't know what she gets out of it. Perhaps she likes to be kind, mistress. Miari might be keeping tabs on us through her robots. Have you met her? She's strong, she's principled, she's organized. She's fair. She's as kind as a thunderstorm. Oh, there's something wedged under here. Seems to survive the fire. Or she fucking hates robots. Please, please don't be an arm. It's not an arm. Cracked clay pot carved with a sail motif. It looks like it dates from the early Empire? This must have been aboard Renba's ship, another one of his finds. Looks like there's even some salt still inside. Whoever made this didn't add an inscription along the handle. I think this comes from the same place as the charred roll of paper and the compass that we discovered on the site of Renba's cache. It must have been common to travel between the two locations. Indications of an unknown moon somewhere in Eagle's Pass. Oh, interesting. No, mistress. The fact I see his head 15 meters to the north of the crash site supports his theory it was his ship. Wait, hold the fuck on. A detonation tore apart a ship but didn't ruin a clay pot. Fire is weird, man. According to legend, the last emperor disappeared after Eox fell. He didn't die there with everyone else. Are you suggesting he came here? Why not? It would explain a few things. Not least that crown. So last emperor killed the hermit who lived here. Then the emperor buried them in the dirt. We only know that the emperor outlived them. Not know there was a murder. Can't get enough of these replies. I love them. Emperors of Eox were all devout believers in the loop. To bury someone outside instead of returning them to the rivers to be reborn. That's what you do to your worst enemy. The emperor was hiding here. Perhaps he did not want anyone returning to find him. Must have burned for days. What do we tell Miari? The truth, surely, mistress. Renba is gone. So, hang on. Is there a way down? Might be more clues down there. I do not believe it would be wise, mistress. Indeed, I believe it would be quite the opposite. Can your tracks handle this kind of terrain, Six? Excellently. Whoever designed my tracks appears to have had this kind of ground in mind. And who did design you? I have no idea, mistress. They did not leave a signature. Seems strange that you don't know. Does it? Who designed your legs? That's different. But of course it is. Shut up, Six. Fucking Six was grinning at the idea of telling Miari, yeah, so Renba blew himself up. Six been waiting all day for this. This channel comes up from the rock. There must be a wellspring here. Someone dug the channel to carry water to the building. Spring is dead now, mistress, and you are breathing the last air this moon has to offer. Renba is not here, mistress. Neither is anyone else. Are you ready to go now, mistress? Don't hassle me, robot. Six is sassy robot and kind of stupid. Spring is dead now, mistress. Must like Chuckle Fuck McGee that tried to fly by exploding his ship. Renba must have really wanted to hide what he hid in that box of his. I wonder why. Man, there's a whole lot of commentating in this game. Nothing we can do here, Six. Nothing at all. Renba took the song Rocket Man too seriously. Alright, I think I'm satisfied. I think I'm ready to hop her on out. So Eolite crystals from the site of Renba's cache must have been mined during the Empire period to make things like that brooch Renba found. There might be some evidence of that work left. Some artifacts from connected sites. Possibly. Alright, can I get... Yeah, take us back to the ship. Stand by, mistress. Beam me up, Six.
Darkness.
This is not the Nightingale. Six? Hate robots. Hate them. They always do this kind of thing. Right before they give you the speech about how it's for your own good. Mistress, you're about to step on a small ant. My ethical core required me to lock you inside this packing crate. It's cold in here. Where's your... There you are. Where's your head? Miari. What about Miari? You followed me, Lexi. As I thought you might. Because you knew. Because you've always known. Six, is someone calling? There is no one here. You are quite alone. You might confess your lie quite safely. I really hate robots. What lie? You are not what you claim. I know this, Miari. You asked me to look and I found so much. So this is a recorded message from Renba. So who am I? You are just what you appear to be, and nothing more. Am I talking to Renba? There isn't time. I found something. Something that matters more than your lies. Lexi, there is a great darkness, an all-consuming, hungry darkness And it is coming. How are you doing this, Remba? How are you talking to me? I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're dead. There is an ancient place, Miari, an observatory. It is watching, and it holds the wires of our fate in its claws. Tell me what you know. I will find it before the vault is lost. The robots know, but they don't remember. Someone long ago made certain they would not remember. How do I help you? You have my apologies, mistress? I do not understand the question. 6? Yes, mistress? I observe we are not back on the Nightingale. There must be something wrong with the hopper. I will look into it. This way, mistress. You don't remember how we ended up in here? Hoppers can misfire due to imperfections, mistress. The eye aboard your ship is quite old. And no one called you just now? Evidently not, mistress. Strange. Remember possessed 6, get ready for the Exorcist meets Terminator. Although given hoppers require a line of sight to a hopper eye, I cannot see how we ended up at this spot. Some process of refraction, no doubt. There's light this way. I see where we are now. So we got warped to the cave. Although I still don't see how we got in there. We've obtained one more intriguing artifact here, the cracked pot. We've also collected initial evidence of one more new location, Unknown Moon. Are you ready to go yet? You think it'll work properly now? I thought it would work last time. But I do not see much alternative. Shall I use the hopper again, mistress? Let's get out of here. Hopefully. Alright. Be ready, mistress. Bloop. So we left the surface of the ruined hermitage moon near with enough new information to locate a new site. Given that last message, the last thing I want to do is report back to Miari. We should sail to Eox and tell Miari what we've seen. I'm sure she wants to see the crown. I am not going to do that if I don't have to. Just look at this thing. The workmanship is beautiful. Evidently is more than a simple crown, mistress. It's a symbol. This is Eox's power, lost after the fall. To regain it would be a sign that Eox was once more than the center of the Nebula. Once more the center of the Nebula. More than that, mistress. I believe the metal is a casement for a mechanism of some kind. Mechanism? What kind of mechanism? Without opening it up, I cannot tell. Does it open? Not in any way I can see. But if it does contain a mechanism, I would expect a method by which it might be serviced. My friend Uroi might be able to help. Be able to open it up and take a look at it safely. The occupants of Elbereth are hardly trustworthy. I'm from Elbereth. I will bear that in mind. Piece of shit. Return to Miari and share the fancy knife you got. Remember, all people is one. You're really getting the feeling that Eox would love to hide all this shit? Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, this would... I have to imagine some of this stuff, or at least what we're auguring in towards, would kind of contradict the whole loopist thing. Or at least the story is disseminated about the Empire itself. Somebody buried in that way on a dead world says political assassination. Yeah, especially with a huge artifact like the crown. So yeah, I'm gonna be keeping this shit to myself for as long as humanly possible. Actual crown of the Empire. I think so. It's beautiful enough. That doesn't explain what Remba was doing with it. It's possible we can tell Six to make fuck itself so we can smuggle the controversial artifacts? No idea. The marker outside the Hermitage on the moon near Mersey. I still don't know what it's made of. Looks at home here. Presumably she was fashioned on Mersey, by being a material derived from waterlogged mud. I wonder if the Merseyans want it back. That's a thought. Look out there. Seems to go on forever. Mistress? Could sail forever. Interesting. Could you sail forever, or would you run out of sky? The robe Redba hid. I wonder if we'll ever know what was so special about this robe. Reincarnation of state religion is usually a way to keep people in line. Eon Flux. Oh, Clone Army? I never saw all of Eon Flux. I take a rest, 6. No, I'm not. I'm too excited. Alright, let's take to the river. Already the ropes, mistress. One body buried in the yard and the other body Remba took. Given the loop loose, I wonder if Remba was planning to release the body in the rivers. Possibly. Alright, so... I can find the site from the mural. I think I'm gonna go do that. Or should we check the site from the mural, or should we get Oroi involved and see if she can open up the crown? That is very true. There was no body among the wreck. I'm not convinced Renba's dead. I am not at all convinced Renba's dead. Not until I see a body. Really like how deep the story seems to go. I'm 100% hooked. Me too. I love this. I love this. We also want to talk to Oroi about the telescope thing. That is very true. Yeah. Let's hit Elbereth on the way. I'm kind of curious what Elbereth looks like too. Also kind of curious how the hell we're gonna get out of here. I think Remba's been grabbed by the secret police. That's also possible. Sailing to Elbereth in the wires. Six, what happened to the river? I do not know, mistress. We are hardly sailing, but we are moving. The rivers are stronger here, mistress. Ah! Ah! Oh, Jesus! We're in a rapid! Oh, my lord. Wow, okay. Found this necklace outside the Hermitage. I don't know what these things are that it's made of. Shells, mistress. Those are shells. All right, now six is just channeling chat. Not through it yet. Called it. Wonder if you can actually be thrown off the rapids. I was edging pretty close to one of them, and it didn't knock me off. So perhaps not. Assuming that I can, though, makes this pretty thrilling. I was 6 all along. Pass control. No, I want to fly my own damn ship. What are the rivers, 6? Flows of oxygen, hydrogen, ice. Wow, look at this. Their velocity keeps them coherent. Wow. Alright, so we've made it to the wires. Path turns left shortly, mistress, as should we. Where's the giant penguin when you're racing us? Wow! Oh! It's like they're going somewhere. The rivers. Oh, I want to go this way. But they never do go anywhere. They just cycle round and around. Oh, I guess we're going this way. Whee! Wow, it really does not matter which way we go through here, huh? This place looks treacherous, though. Jesus. Are we gonna make it? Sweep the sail sounds like a Cobra Kai move.
They say on Elbereth, if you sail too far, you'll meet yourself coming back. But I've sailed plenty far, and I still don't know who I'm supposed to be.
Oh, I hope this goes up over those rocks. Seems to be okay. You about there? This is Elbereth. That is down 6. I guess we're here. It's because you haven't learned object permanence yet, or houses, or shells. I could show the crown to Roy. I think I will.
We landed in the dust, outside the great walls of Elbereth.
Oh, this is cute.
No one looked up to watch us arrive. The people here only ever looked down.
So this is Elbereth. This was your home. What did you expect? I have seen little but Eox, mistress. This is not like there. No, it's not. There's Elbereth. Okay. Where's all the stuff that we've been doing? Here we go. I'm in the Nebula, huh? You're not surprised she was by my area. I don't think she's seen a lot of places with the abundance of water that would be necessary for crustaceans to develop. This isn't the crab nebula. If I know what we ate 3 weeks ago, Doctor's curious vegetables. So I'm thinking, chat. I'm thinking that this might actually be a really good place to stop. Because we just, like, it looks like Elbereth is going to be pretty big. And there's going to be a lot of stuff to look at and people to talk to. And I'm really, really, really enjoying this. But it's also, it's a lot of reading. It is a lot of reading. I'm still kind of recovering from the fatigue of showing the house and all the stuff that's going on with that. So if y'all are amenable, I think we'll probably end here for the night before we get too deep into anything else. But this is super cool. This is really, 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 really cool. The crab. Any place can be really big. Sailing the rivers can be really big if you just decide to follow random flows. Yeah, I think it's probably better to stop here before getting into anything else. because the way I am, once I land on a place, like I'm gonna want to see everything. Purposely follow every flow you can find on your map. Yeah, it's when I'm given something like this where there's like discrete locations to explore. Like when I go to a location, I want to explore everything. Like I keep making rounds until I feel like I've found absolutely everything I can. But like the map, like the open map of the Nebula, I'm less inclined to just freely explore that until I've been directed around to like most of the places. I don't know. That's just the way that my brain works. It's like when they give me like a specific area to explore, I will explore it. But when they just open up everything, I feel like a little paralyzed by the choices. If that makes sense. It might not. Next time we see 6, learn that maybe it's not so bad if humans were wiped out as Wednesday. Yes. Yes. So, schedule. Oh, well, before I mention the schedule, Silver Mike just linked the poll for the April community night. So if you have an interest in picking the day for that, I suggest you head over to that poll and log your choice. We're going to play Rogo, which is a surprisingly cute roguelike made by the creator of the surprisingly cute QT. Fully expect this game to end with 6 trying to end the main character. 6 doesn't try and murder us, I'll be surprised. He don't got no weapons that we know of. Could morph that head into a giant lightsaber or something. Yes, so schedule. Tomorrow night, we are back on Final Fantasy 1. We will be doing the volcano post class change. So it should go pretty well, I think. Hopefully we'll have time for the volcano and something else, but we'll see. As it turns out, anything can go badly in that game. I had forgotten how badly some of the stuff in that game could go. We'll be back on this on Wednesday. Excuse me. We will be exploring Elbereth and seeing where the rivers take us from there. More Final Fantasy on Thursday. Friday. We have to talk about Friday. We'll talk about it in Discord. Friday, I want to do a multiplayer night. I have not decided if I want to do We Need to Go Deeper or, as requested, Viscera Cleanup Detail. So if you have any interest one way or the other, you should be in Discord and we should talk about it. I'll probably post about it in feedback, I think. And then Saturday, more Blood Omen. So yeah. You want to do We Need to Go Deeper? If we can get a small squad for We Need to Go Deeper, we will do We Need to Go Deeper. And then next multiplayer night, we'll do Viscera Cleanup. I would like that. I like We Need to Go Deeper quite a bit, and I haven't played it for a while. A race of Stalin versus Martians going first to finish wins. Nobody wins. Nobody wins Marwal. Everyone loses. Everyone loses in Stalin versus Martians. Oh, baloney child. Good to see you. The only winning move is not to play. All right, let's find somebody to raid, shall we? Let's find somebody that we can hang out with a bit. Well, y'all can hang out with. I think I'm just gonna crawl right in bed, honestly. Wait. Holy shit. Somebody else is playing this game. I wonder how far they're in it.
What is it?
All right, I'm gonna send you to that. I'm going to send you over to a new channel and we can make friends, but I'm not going to hang out because I don't want spoilers. This is the background that M paid for. So we're going to raid the one other Heaven's Vault channel on Twitch tonight. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming out tonight. I very much appreciate it. This game's really fun. This game is really, really fun. It's really, really cool. It feels like exactly the kind of thing that I needed right now. I'm very happy to be playing it. And I'm very excited to see what Wednesday is going to bring. So, hopefully, we'll see all of you then. And until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.